The Vidalia Indians and Johnson and Beach last night a combined 6 for 89. And a 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Called strike 3. So one down with a runner at first. 0-1 pitch. Fastball is hit up in the air to center field. George Lukey came in. He's backing up, and he makes a one-handed catch over his shoulder. So he read that ball sinking, and he had to back up into right center field to catch it. Right? And the 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball third base side. Deloach near the bag. Bobbled it a little, but now has plenty of time and throws him out. So the leadoff runner, McKenzie, reached. But that's it for Vidalia. They leave a runner at first. And we played 1/2 inning. No score between the Bulldogs and the Indians on Y101. Full count on DR. Wind up by Crawford and the pitch. Low, ball 4. So Meadows aboard for Lane Adams, who's 3 for 15 on the season, batting .200 with an RBI. And he has another full count. Meadows worked him full. Here's a pitch. Line into left field, and it drops in for a base hit. DR got a good jump. Here comes Meadows to the dish. The ball is bobbled. Nick Curtis will stick it first. An RBI single for Nick as he drives in his 7th run of the season. So the Dogs take a 1-0 lead. And that'll bring up Logan McGowan, who has pushed his average to .563 with an amazing 3 for 3 last night, including 3 triples, including 2 in the 2nd inning. Curtis coming out, and the Bulldogs will bring in a runner. I would think that's Tristan Lynn. McGowan has already driven in 8 runs, double what he drove in last year. He has scored 9 times. He has walked twice. He has only struck out once in his 2nd at bat against Claxton in the regular season opener. And he had a big game against the Indians last time and would like to continue that. First 2 times up in that ball game, he had singles, including an RBI single in the 1st inning. He went 2 for 4 in the game. So lefty at the plate, right-hander on the hill at Jackie Jones Field. First pitch, hit left side and through for a base hit. Tristan Lynn running down to 2nd, and a base hit for Logan McGowan, his 10th base hit of his senior season. He had 12 last year and 4 the year before. Started quarterback for the Vidalia Indians. Nick's ready. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on 3 pitches. Did not waste one there. Threw it across the dish. Bulldogs whip it around the infield. Brings up Roper Smith, the center fielder for Vidalia. Dogs on top 1-0. Again, the B team losing 8-7. The B team Dogs have lost back-to-back tough ball games at Metter and today against the Vidalia Indians. They beat Vidalia last week 8-0. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Willie Campbell back swinging the stick today for the B team. In the 7th inning, he had a big base hit. He, of course, has been dealing with the broken wrist. A 1 pitch, swing, and a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Was icing it up when I was interviewing him after the game. Said it hurt a little. And again, Luke Anderson, big game, 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. Because, you know, he had it kind of tough coming off wrestling, jumping right into baseball. So he found his swing today against the Indians. Nothing at 2 on Roper Smith. What will be the pattern here for Nick Curtis? 0-2 on Graham. He threw it across the dish. Here's the 0-2. He throws it across the dish again and it's fouled off right side, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Other baseball news, the Toombs County Middle School B team played yesterday at Collins and lost 8-3. And the middle school A team played on Thursday at Reedsville. Tied the game at 4, lost it 8-4. Curtis getting ready with another 0-2. Here it is. Line left side. It is a foul ball right behind the third base bag. Kind of a looping shot there. Braves are playing today. So are the Minnesota Twins. You know what I forgot to do this week? I can't believe it. This just shows my slippage as I'm hitting the golden years. I forgot to start the Byron Buxton updates. Tone will have to put this into my slippage file. There's a breaking ball called strike 3. Nick starting off the second inning with back-to-back Ks on 0-2 pitches.
Up to bat number 20.
Brings up McKinley Corbett. My supervisor keeps a file anytime I make a mistake. He calls it slippage because of my age. Puts it in the file. The file is huge. He's going to have to get one of those accordion things like George Costanza did when he had the Penske file. But Byron so far is 1 for 5. He had a 1 for 3 game and an 0 for 2 for the Minnesota Twins. Bouncing ball to D.R. Meadows. Scoops it up on several hops and guns to first base for a Bulldog 3 up and 3 down. We played an inning and a half in a big rivalry game. And the Toombs County Bulldogs lead the Vidalia Indians 1-0 on Y101. You dare go say hello to him. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Dalton McBride will pick up the ball off the ground and toss it over to Cal Knight to complete a strikeout at number 4 for Nick Curtis. Ball and 2 strikes on Warnick, a right-handed hitter. And here's the pitch from Nick. Check swing, doesn't matter. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. The same concept of the flag. You can't put 50 stars on a chest protector. There's a ball hit up into the air in the very shallow left field. D.R. Meadows, a shortstop, calls off Usher and makes a catch for out number 3. And Nick Curtis is rolling along. 3 up and 3 down this inning, 3 up and 3 down last inning. He has retired 9 Indians in a row. As we move to the bottom half of the third inning with the Bulldogs leading 1-0 as we break on Y101. His own base percentage last year was .521 and his freshman season .610. That's why he's back in the leadoff position. 2-2 pitch way off the plate. Now it's full. DR walked on a 3-2 his first time up. I mean, you can hit DR third because he's got power. Against Vidalia, he had a couple of doubles in his first 2 at-bats in the Monday game, plus had a sac fly and then another double. So 3 of his 5 doubles this season have been hit against the Indians, and when he hits these doubles, he hits them into left field, right down the line or close to it. Full count pitch, and he hits another ball into the air to left field. This is going to drop in for a base hit. DR running around first, headed towards second. Here comes a throw. He slides in head first, and he's safe. Another double for D.R. Meadows, hitting it about the same place. And that time it was really a hustle double. He got out of the batter's box very fast, and I think he knew when he got very close to the first base bag, or maybe even way before that, I'm going to stretch this to 2, and he did. DR hits his 6th double of the season. That's twice as many as he hit last year. One inning you can have pinpoint control, the next you don't. But it happens at all levels, not just high school. 1-0 pitch, hit right side, and a base hit. Logan McGowan will scoop it up. Runner coming to third. Sutton will stop there, and McGowan throws a rock all the way to the plate. Smothered by McBride. Well, that was a real good throw by Logan McGowan. The bases are loaded on the single. 0-1 pitch. Hit up into the air into right center field. Can anybody get to it? Logan McGowan reaches for it. Did not catch the ball. Here comes Sutton to the dish. The Bulldogs throw it in. The ball's bouncing down the right side of the field. Grabbed by Curtis. What an effort by Logan McGowan, flying through the air. Almost caught that ball. A run scores on the single. It's a 1-1 ball game. Lukey, the center fielder, shaded across the second base bag toward left field. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. No throw needed because the bases are loaded. The ball was dropped. And so McBride faked to throw down to first and just simply hands the ball to Nick Curtis. There's your strikeout. And your first out of the top of the fourth in what is a 1-1 game. And here comes the Curtis pitch. Strike at the belt, inside part of the plate. 0-2. Curtis with 6 Ks. He's walked 1. Out in front of this right-handed hitter, no balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Bouncing ball, third base side. DeLoach has it, steps on the bag, guns across the diamond, but late and a run scores. Trying to get the second out at first. Not a real good double play ball, but 5 unassisted to get the second out as the Indians take the lead at 2-1. An RBI for Corbett on a 2-strike pitch, so he did a good job. I mean, no rainouts yet. The weather forecast for the whole week, this coming week's really good. Ball's hit up into the air. George Lukey, the center fielder, coming in, and he grabs it on the run in left center field for out number 3. That was trouble there. If you don't get a good jump, and Lukey did. So the Indians score a pair of runs, and they do it on 3 hits, and they leave 2 on base. And now the Indians leading the Toombs County Bulldogs 2-1 going to the bottom of the 4th as we break on Y101. 2 outs and nobody on base. Here's the pitch. Hit right side. It's going to make it into the outfield grass and another base hit for Jordan Usher. The only thing bad about that hit is it didn't drive in a run, because on his first 6 hits of the season, he drove in a run. And the reason why he didn't is because, of course, 2 outs and nobody on base. But Usher with a nice backside swing, just barely getting that ball into the outfield grass. And now he is 7 for 11. And here's a pitch. He's trying to bunt it, and he does. Dalton McBride grabs the ball barehanded, throws to first for the out. So catcher to first, 2-3, runner down to second. And the pinch hitter did his job. Here's Sutton. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strike 3. Curtis's 7th strikeout. You know his mission now is to strand that runner at second. So far today, the Bulldogs have given up 2 earned runs. They had a streak of 24 1/3 innings in which they did not allow an earned run. Snapped last night in the first inning. 0-1 pitch is hit hard into the air in left field. Back goes Jordan Usher, twisting and turning. The ball is off the fence, and that's going to score a run. And racing to second base is Brought. He didn't play in the game on Monday, and he's been a factor here today. He is 2 for 3, a single and that RBI double with 2 down to put the Indians up 3-1. Bouncing ball over the head of Nick Curtis. Over comes D.R. Meadows and Lane Adams, and nobody got to it. Here comes a runner around third, and he's going to score. It may have hit the foot of Meadows or Adams, one of those two, as neither could make the play on a ball hit close to the second base bag. Curtis looks back at second. Here's his pitch. Slapped into left field for a base hit. Runner coming to third, and Greg James is waving him. Here's the throw from Jordan Usher, and it is late. Safe at home plate. And the Indians lead 5-1. Graham with back-to-back singles. I guess pitched too many innings because you got a crossover game at Southeast Bullock. There's a good curveball for a called strike 3. That'll end it, but the Indians wind up scoring 3. Bulldogs make a couple of errors, and it's possible every run in this inning is unearned off Nick Curtis. Vidalia has built up a 5-1 lead headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. As we take a break, you're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. McBride grounded out to third, his first trip to the plate. He's 3 for 11 with the varsity, and he swings and hits this ball right side, and Warnick dives for it. He's not going to rob Dalton McBride this time. A single for McBride, because Warnick was making big catches out in right field for the Indians at Greg James Field, but this time on a dive, not able to get to that ball, smacked toward the center of the diamond. First pitch, swings and hits it left side, gobbled up by the third baseman Graham, throws to second and high, safe there. He bobbled that ball a little, and then he, I guess, rushed the throw, and it was high to the second baseman, Warnick, who had to jump up in the air. And the Bulldogs have a runner at second and one at first, so a threat here to open up the bottom of the fifth inning. He's squaring to bunt. He did this in his first plate appearance, and he does bunt at third base side, and Hall Graham picks it up and throws. No, he's going to eat the ball and try to get it out at third, but everybody's safe. A bunt single by Lane Adams, bunting the ball down the third base line. So the bases are juiced for Nick Curtis, who put the Bulldogs up 1-0 in the first inning, hitting a 3-2 pitch from Crawford for a base hit. Dogs down 5-1, bottom of the fifth, but they've loaded up the bases with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Another curveball slapped over to Hall Graham. He's coming home and gets the out on the force. He went 3 for 3 last night with 3 triples. It's got to be a Bulldog record. And if not, the tiebreaker is he did it in the first 2 innings. Hits this ball up into the air into left field, and it's drifting, and it's going to carry all the way near the fence. And the Bulldogs score 1, and the Bulldogs score 2. And coming to third base, and out there, though, is Tristan Lynn. So the Dogs score 2, but give up a base runner at third on a ball that just kept carrying for Logan McGowan to the backside. Boy, did he show a lot of power there, driving that ball almost to the fence in left center field. So a double and 2 RBIs makes it 5-3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lukey takes a couple of practice swings. And Crawford winds with his full count pitch. Here it is. It's loop left side, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. It's a fair ball and score a run. Lukey racing to second base as the ball is in the corner. He's in with a double. And an RBI as the Bulldogs pulled it within 1. George Lukey sends a ball down the left side. And out comes Greg James. That definitely was a fair ball. First pitch, fastball, hit to Deloach, who dives for the ball and grabs it and throws it over to Knight. 1 down. Bryce played shortstop today for the junior varsity, which lost 8-7, playing third base today because Nick Curtis, who normally plays third, is on the hill here at Jackie Jones Field. And here comes the Curtis pitch. Call, strike 3 on the outside edge. So after all those foul balls, Nick gets a strikeout. 2-2. Poked right side, and this ball is going to be caught by Lane Adams on a dive. What a play. Wow. He had to move how many steps? Count them, about 10? Off toward the first base bag to make a diving catch. You know, he made one last year against Pierce in foul territory, in which he wound up throwing to second to get a double play. This time he gets the third out at the top of the 6th. A great play by a man who only made 1 error this season and none last season. So that'll do it for the Indians. And the top of the 6th inning. Vidalia 5, Toombs County 4 on Y101. As a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit into left field for a solid base hit. And Knight is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. 1 ball, 2 strike. Pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. I got Nick with 10 Ks. Brings up Alex Sutton. Needing 1 to tie and 2 to win if it stays like this. Ball's hit to center field. Lukey coming in. Makes the catch right above the belt on a hard hit ball by Sutton, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is an 11th strikeout for Nick Curtis. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning as the Bulldogs strand that runner at second. And the Dogs need 1 to tie and 2 to win and beat their rival for the second time in a week in this varsity competition. Today at Jackie Jones Field, 5-4 Indians leading on Y101. Vidalia winning the junior varsity game 8-7. First pitch to Lane, off speed, strike. Adams, a junior, stepping back in. Closed stance, really likes to go backside with the swings. And he does with this one, but it's caught on a... No, it's off the glove. It looked like the shortstop Sutton had grabbed it. Adams reaches with a backside swing. Brings up Logan McGowan, who's had another fine day at the plate. Single, ground out to the first baseman. 2-run double. McGowan, left-handed hitter, stepping in. Dogs down 5-4, 1 down, bottom of the 7th, runner at first if you're just tuning in on a Saturday on the Y101. First pitch, swings and lines this one into right center field for a base hit. Adams coming around second, headed to third. Here's a throw to the cutoff man and snagged by the shortstop Sutton. Runners on first and third. McGowan with another base hit. He's got 12 on the season. He had 12 all of last year and 53 at-bats. He has 12 this year and, 20 at-bats. First pitch to George is a curveball. He hits it into the air to left field. In comes McKenzie. He catches the ball, and he's going to toss it in. It wasn't hit deep enough to score a run from third base. Now 2 down on a line drive. Usher with 6 runs batted in, and this is his 4th game. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Would Coach Fitzgerald try something here, or is he going to say, hey, Usher's been hitting the ball well. Let's see if he can make a good swing, maybe go backside, get a base hit into right field off Crawford to tie the game in the bottom of the 7th. McGowan off first. I'm going to watch him. He's going on the pitch, and it's fouled off. Strike 1. Boaz Brought is the catcher. You send that runner, and McGowan had a good jump, and he's got good speed. With that runner at third, you may not make the throw if you're an Indian. Runner going, here's a pitch. Good one to steal on. It was a breaking ball, and Broad had to move to his right to catch the ball. So now the Bulldogs have 2 in scoring position and a 1-1 count. Jordan Usher is a right-handed hitter. A senior Bulldog. 1-1, pitches a curveball, and he slaps it over to the shortstop Sutton. He feels it, throws to first base, and it's low, and a run scores. Here comes the other runner to the dish, and he slides it safely, and the Bulldogs win the game. On an Indian error and great base running by Logan McGowan, who's mobbed at home plate. After they mob him, they're going to mob Jordan Usher down the first base line. A comeback victory for the Toombs County Bulldogs over the Vidalia Indians. And after a couple of games in which there has been no excitement, blowout wins over Johnson and Beach, the Bulldogs are shaking hands with Vidalia after a come-from-behind 6-5 victory. They beat the Indians twice in less than a week, 13-0 in 5 innings at Greg James Field, and 6-5 at Jackie Jones as we take a break on Y101.